Hi friends, are you looking to create a project in which you want to display information on a screen but are unable to understand how to do it? Then this video is perfectly made for you. In this video, we are going to learn how we can display anything on an LCD screen using an Arduino board. The LCD which we are going to use is a 16x2 LCD screen which can display information like text, numbers or even custom designs. You must be thinking why we call it 16x2. It is because it has 16 columns and 2 rows. 16 columns like this and 2 rows like this. You can imagine it like a big rectangle with 16 boxes across and 2 boxes down. You can see these type of screens in a lot of places like railway or metros, passenger information systems, or even in your car's dashboard. Let's understand how we can connect the LCD screen to an Arduino Uno board using breadboards. To connect a 16x2 LCD screen to your Arduino, you will need the following things: a 16x2 LCD screen, a Arduino Uno board, a potentiometer, jumper wires or connecting wires, a resistor, and a breadboard. If you want to know how these components work in detail, you can check out our individual detailed videos on each one of them. I have attached the links in the description below. Now let's follow these simple steps for displaying the information on an LCD screen using Arduino. First, we'll place the 16x2 LCD screen on the breadboard. Then we'll place a potentiometer on the breadboard. This potentiometer will help us in adjusting the brightness of the LCD screen. Then we'll connect the ground pin of the Arduino board to the ground rail of the breadboard using a black wire. We will connect in the negative section of the ground rail. Next, we will connect 5V pin or the VCC pin of the Arduino board to the positive rail of the breadboard using a red wire. A point to note here is that you can use any color of wire for your connections, but we prefer to use red for all positive and black for all negative connections on the breadboard for our ease of use. This also helps us in troubleshooting later on. Next, we will connect potentiometer's ground pin or the rightmost pin of the potentiometer to the ground rail of the breadboard. Now, we'll connect the positive pin of the potentiometer or the leftmost pin in potentiometer to the positive rail of the breadboard. After that, we will connect the VSS or ground pin of the LCD to the ground rail of the breadboard. Next, we will connect the VDD pin of the LCD to the positive rail of the breadboard. Next is the V0 pin on the LCD screen. This pin controls the contrast of the LCD screen. We will connect the V0 pin to the middle pin of the potentiometer using a wire. Here there is a pin called RS. It is called Register Select pin. A 16x2 LCD has two registers like data register and command register. The RS or Register Select is mainly used to change between one register to another. So we connect the RS of the LCD to the pin number 7 of the Arduino board. Now there is a pin called RW here. RW is the read-write pin. It toggles the display among the read or writes operation. If it gets a 0, it will be in the write mode, and if it gets a 1, then it goes to the read mode. As here we will be writing the data on the screen, we need to send a 0 to this pin. So we connect it to the ground rail of the breadboard. There is a pin called E here. It is called enable pin or E pin. This acts as a switch. If it is on, it allows LCD to read or write, and if it is off, then no read-write function can happen. We want the switch to be on, so we always connect it to an Arduino pin and give a constant height to it. We will connect the E pin of the LCD to pin number 6 of the Arduino board. Next, from pin number 7 to 14, all are data pins. We use these pins to transfer data from Arduino to the LCD display. We'll connect pin D4 to pin number 2 of the Arduino. Now we'll connect pin D5 to pin number 3 of the Arduino board. We'll connect pin D6 to pin number 4 of Arduino. Now we'll connect pin D7 to pin number 5 of the Arduino. Now we'll use a resistor to connect anode of the LCD to the positive rail of the breadboard. Now we'll connect the last pin or cathode pin to the ground rail on the breadboard negative. Now that we have connected the LCD screen to the Arduino board, let's learn how to use it. We have to write a code to make the screen display information on it. For that, we'll use a library called liquidcrystal.h. First, we need to download and install the Liquid Crystal library for Arduino. To install the library, we need to go to Tools, then click on Manage Libraries, and then type Liquid Crystal in the search bar. We will check if the first option built in by Arduino is installed on our system or not. If it is not installed, you can simply click on it and click Install. Once the library is installed, we need to include it in our code. This is like telling the Arduino board where to find the code it needs to talk to the LCD screen. For that, we will type in #include liquid crystal.h. Next, we need to create an object that will represent our LCD screen. We will call this object LCD. We also need to tell the Arduino board which pins we have connected the LCD screen to. We need to first define which pin of LCD is connected to which port of Arduino. For that, we will type in const int and then give the port numbers. Here we have defined the which pin of LCD is connected to which port of Arduino. Now we will define the pins of the Liquid Crystal library. For that, we will type in Liquid Crystal and then type in LCD and give the port numbers. Now we'll initialize the screen using the line lcd.begin inside the void setup loop. Now we can start using the LCD screen. Let's say we want to show the words hello students on our screen. For that, we will type in the code inside the void loop. We will type in lcd.print hello students . I want this text to be visible on the screen for 1 second and then I want a number to be visible on the screen. For that, I will type in delay 1000 milliseconds. This gives the command that the text should be visible on the screen for 1 second and then the text should get erased from the screen. For that, I am typing in the command lcd.clear. Next, I want a number to be visible on the screen. For that, I am typing in lcd.print. And I want this number also to be visible on the screen for 1 second and then I want the text again on the screen. So I'm typing in the commands delay 1000 milliseconds and lcd.clear. Since this code has been written inside the void loop, the text and the number will be simultaneously visible on the screen for 1 second each repeatedly. Now we will run the code. For that, we will have to make sure that our board is connected to the PC. One thing we need to check is that we have selected the right board or not. For that, we will go to the Tools, and we'll check if the board that we have selected is Arduino Uno and the port that we have selected is USB modem 11101 Arduino Uno or not. Now let's upload the code and see what our results are. As you can see, our text is visible on the screen for a second and then the number comes up for another second as we have coded. Once both are visible for 1 second each, the code repeats itself and goes on in a loop. Congratulations! You have just learned how to connect a 16x2 LCD screen to your Arduino Uno board. You can use this LCD screen for a lot of things like to display sensor readings or even create a user interface for your projects. So guys, go ahead and have some fun and build something fancy with the LCD screen.